Hey there, hey there. We are all about purchasing with a purpose right now. Well, all the time, but especially want to talk about it right now. I'm Cadence Kidwell, proprietress here at Fuzzy Goat in Thomasville, Georgia. You can see all that I'm talking about at fuzzygoatyarns.com. And you can also text us at 229-236-GOAT. So if you're looking for a way to be sure that your hard-earned resources are spent supporting the farms, families, and small businesses that add value to your life, just look no further. We've got you covered. So I wasn't going to necessarily start with these lovable animals, but I couldn't resist as I was getting everything all lined up here to talk to you guys. And hello, Rita and Rhonda and Mary. These are just one example of all the items that we look for that have a really good story, real humans behind them, sourcing them, making sure their people are treated right, all the things that we care about, that you also care about. And before I forget, and I put these little things down, this weekend we've pulled back out our I Shopped Indie today. We're oh so grateful. I mean, I will confess, it is a challenging time to be a small business in the United States right now, probably anywhere. And we are oh so grateful that people are choosing to shop indie. And so we're passing out our I Shopped Indie stickers to say thank you for supporting a small business. We had Carla up yesterday, and she said she was making sure she was not shopping in a big box store, but came because we support women-owned business and especially diverse women. So thank you so much, Carla, for saying that. And hey, Vicki and Nylene and Rachel, look at all of you guys from all over. So let me tell you about these sweet little people here, little critters. So Marita has these handmade fair trade toys crafted with love by skilled women that she works with in Bangladesh. I love that the sheep has a little flower tattoo. Isn't that the cutest thing? They are organic cotton, so I can and they just have this great texture. I can just imagine little ones just sucking away on these little, just fondling them, and you can put it in the washer. It's really great. And so because it's organic, it's going to be gentle on the planet and also gentle on those little ones. And so we have this really special sheep, and we have our rainbow bunny. He is my favorite, he or she. I don't know why I think he's a he. We have a golden doodle. Look how sweet. I love that his head is, I don't know if it shows there, but it's slightly cocked. It's just a little bit turned off center. I just think that's so sweet. Hey, Nancy, thank you for your order. And Karen and Mary. And this one here, which one? One of these has a little little rattle in them. Well, now I can't find which one. Oh, one of them does. Oh, and this one I thought was a fox, but it could also be a cat. So depending on or a tiger, depending on how you want to present him or her. And look, he's got a little soapy scarf on too. They. Look at that. That's so sweet. So we love that Marita found these, and we found Marita. And so you're not just adding delightful toys, you're helping just the fair trade and empowering women across the globe with those sweet little critters there. Okay, back to the regular scheduled outline that I had here. So Isager Eco-baby is what I am wearing right now. Elaine knit this up. This is turtle dove, and it has all these baubles and cables, and it is so fun, but it's just a little piece, doesn't take up a lot. This Isager is Eco-baby. It's not just for the babies, and I got some super cute baby patterns to show you that Melissa found for you. But this is really great because it's alpaca and cotton, and it is just oh so soft. And so it's great. Also is free from harmful chemicals, so great again on the planet. Isager is a Danish company that their founder Marianne Isager just writes beautiful patterns, and her daughter and co-owner now Helga, and they have their small farm in a village in Norway, and it's just beautiful. And so, but it now comes, so we have this restocked, this particular color, which is color 0. But they also have colors. So for the first time, they have colors. So let me stand these little ones all up. Look at those. So you could also make, and because this is, a lot of this is cotton and it's starting to get a little warm here, this isn't gonna be warm on me at all because of the cotton in there. So let's have this kind of show so you can see the colors, and I'm gonna show you some of these patterns that we found. Look at this sweet spring into summer. You could do the romper and the jacket in this Isager. It's a DK, and like I said, it's a cotton and alpaca blend, and it's 164 yards in this little bundle here, and it would be oh so cute in this little romper or the baby jacket. And then how can we resist this little, look at that little hat, isn't that cute? With the little ears, and you could tie it on. Look at that special little thing. Oh, you could make it in something cheery, like this peach color, or the gold would be really pretty. Also this blue, but the natural, the zero, would be lovely too. Okay, so those are the baby things. Yes, and then this hat here would be lovely and amazing in that. I think the texture in that would be really pretty, and you could do this color here, which is 12, or grape. It does not have a strong purple tint to it at all. It's more of a taupe color, ashy taupe. Great stitch definition, and wow, that would feel amazing on your head. And Melissa knit a whole top in Eco-baby. She knit the Shona top, just to show you how that stitch definition works out. And now that it's in colors, it would be so pretty to do in this soft green in there. And Melissa just loves wearing this because it's, again, cotton and alpaca. And so it just feels so soft. And look at this Shona top. Look at this really sweet detail around there and all that lace. So we have the pattern links up at our Eco-baby link there. So I just can't say enough great things about that company. Another woman-owned small business that just makes beautiful things that are great for the planet. Where did I put my other yarns here? Oh, here we go. Okay. We also got a shipment from, hey Amy, hey, how you doing? And Tiffany. We also got a shipment in from Madelinetosh. So Madelinetosh has been dyeing yarns now for almost 20 years. They started as a Etsy shop, and the Shona is a pattern, it's knit, and it has a crocheted edge around it, Amy, but it's mostly knit. And Brenda, thanks for your recent order too. We really appreciate that. So I'm showing you the Madelinetosh vintage right now. In fact, I don't know if I can, so that piece, let's see, right up there, that one there, Tango Mango, is knit with Carolina Reaper and Salt. So you could put those two together and do that. Laura Zander now oversees Madelinetosh, so another woman-owned company, always from the start. And Laura Zander is overseeing it with Delaque, and she just values diversity and equal opportunity in a really big way. So we love that about what Laura is doing at Madelinetosh and Delaque, and I'll have something to show you from Delaque too. Yeah, Amy, that would be great because you could put your crochet skills, show those off too. This is a nice squishy worsted. It is 200 yards, and I just love this color, this Carolina Reaper. It's just such a nice, rich red with just a slightest tint of a, I don't want to say orange, but it's just really vibrant. So what you could also do with it is, I brought over my Camden wrap. So this pattern was originally for Good Vibes, our Good Vibes tour, and it's now available to everyone else. So this is, it's a very easy lace pattern. I wrote this because we get asked a lot about people who want to practice lace. I do have it written out, the directions written out, but I also have a chart that I highly, highly recommend. I can't tell you how many times people tell me, I don't want to do a chart. I don't like charts. Can you write it out? We'll show them where it's written out, but then I'll say, just give me 5 minutes and let me tell you about using the chart, and then the highlighter tape on it. And man, they come back. Kathy is a perfect example of this. She came back and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm converted. It is so much easier. Because when you use a chart and you use highlighter tape to mark it, your knitting below should look like the chart. So you can tell that you're in the right spot. So that's great. Thank you for saying that about the Camden. So we wrote that pattern for easy lace in that it has yarn overs and knit two togethers, but no increases or decreases. So it goes in a straight line so you can practice that lace and that chart and not worry about getting too off because you're also doing increases and all sorts of other fancy things. You can wear it just as a regular scarf. You can do it all in one color. We did it in these custom colors, but you can also add buttons and wear it very dramatically too. So the Camden wrap, I'll put the link up to that. But if you're gonna buy some Malintosh, you could just put a note in your comments, in your order, and say, send me the pattern, and I'll just email you the pattern because it's mine, I can do that. So we love this Carolina Reaper. Look at this really pretty blue. Wouldn't that be cherry? This is called Midnight Pass. This is always a favorite, always, always, never goes out of style, glazed pecan. You could do two colors. You could do Camden in two colors or the Tango Mango up there. And yeah, so you could do that too. Yes, and use markers to keep you straight, and you just go to town. You memorize the pattern really easy. This is a really pretty pink here. This is Fragrant. And then we have Jade. And I just love salt. I probably use salt in 3 different patterns. It's a really happy, kind of a slightly yellow off-white with little speckles in it to keep you from being bored. So that is really great, and we just love our Mad Tosh and everything that they stand for also. All right, let's see. Now I've got some, let me switch my little script here. Okay. Got some O-Snaps, some brand new O-Snaps to show you. So speaking of Laura and her business, where she really celebrates diversity among her employees, she has had Delaque create this new shape. So what are we calling this? This is the O-Snap Sack. So you can grab it by this handle, or you can grab it by either of these 2 handles. It snaps up the middle. You can see what's in it. It has pockets. Look at this. It's got pockets on the inside. So, and this one, so it's got pockets all around on the inside, lots of them, and then one zippered pocket here also on the inside. So you could put things in the zipper down in there, but it's what I like, it's kind of genius. It's hard to show you, but that zipper is just ever so slightly embedded in the side, so far away from your yarn. Really brilliant design. And we have 3 colors. So let's have a little race and see which ones go first, because this was a limited special. And so we have these 3 colors, and you could easily put a whole sweater quantity in here. And I always love a grab and go handle, especially when I'm taking too many things out at one time from the house, which I really shouldn't do. So I just like to throw one on my wrist and then keep going. So I like that it's still a color, but it's see-through enough so you can see what's in it. I don't know if any of you have some UFOs that you can't find. That would be easy for you to find. And Elise and Patty and Dana, thank you guys for watching too. We also got the more traditional O-Snap in as well. This is a set, the extra large and large. And so each one of these comes with 2. Each of them are the same in that they can stand. They have a gusset and a fat bottom. They both have a zipper on the outside and a zipper on both, and they come in a pair of these 2 colors. Oh, and Nylene, this is your color all day long. Look at that gold, isn't that pretty? I think this one's called Twilight. Is that what it's called? Twinkling lights. Yes, I really love this red. Melissa was like, ooh. So I think we only got 6 each of these. So we'll have a little race and see which ones of these colors also go fast. Rena made these new brooches that we just got in. So some of our other ones are larger, and this one is a smaller one. We have the measurements always on our sites. Rena is a artisan in Detroit. Super excited that I found her. She focuses on utility and sustainability and timeless design. And so we have 4 different styles of these. So we've got an Alice in Wonderland, and we have the rose one that I'm wearing, and this one looks like a Mexican lottery. So I love the blues in there, and then a sweet little bird also. Let me get that with that. Yeah, you know, Nancy, I have used O-snaps in my suitcase, and not just for my yarn, but it's definitely worth putting my, like, not only my project in there, but my backup project and all of that in there. So yes, you're absolutely right that these O-snaps are great for traveling. So we love these sweet little brooches that Raina made. I'm all about adding on, you know, the color, the design, the pattern. My mother would call it gilding the lily. I'm all about gilding the lily. I know you're supposed to not, I think she meant that as like, you know, don't do that, but I'm like, oh, why not? So I really do love looking for little brooches and things like that for you. Speaking of shopping with a purpose, we just hosted Luke from Mitchell Wool, and we have some of the yarn and the bags for just one more week. So I brought over the Cindy clutch. I'll show you those first. So we have these, and they have the sweet inside here. They are waxed canvas. They have a strap with grommets in it so that you could actually use that to run your color work through. So you could have your balls in here and then run your color work through the snap, which is just such a strap, such a genius idea. And look at that, really cool. This one's yarn ball. This one is 7-minute egg. Isn't that fun? This one is olive camping, and I'm absolutely totally smitten with this because it's not only olive, but I love all these camping motifs, which is kind of funny. As a kid, I grew up in Miami. We never went camping. That was not a thing. When I married my husband, he loved camping. We took our kids camping. We did camping a lot. Now that our kids are grown, I'm happy to never camp again. But I do love a camping motif. I'm glad I went. I'm good. And this one is orange camping. Even more fun camping motif. Plus I love the orange. So it's a hard choice here, which one I'm going to get. So it may depend on what's left after you guys have made your choices. So that's the Cindy clutch. This is a brand new bag. They literally sew these on the farm. So when you purchase these, you are not only supporting Mitchell Wool, which is a fabulous small farm in Michigan that tries to also encourage and support other small sheep farms by buying their fleeces, educating them on what they're worth. It was just a fabulous talk with Luke. And so they have designed this bag and make it on there and then tell you about how many bales of hay it buys to feed their sheep. And then what we've had before, but not this many colors, woo, is the Penelope bag. So we have, look at these fun colors, just drowning in color. There's a gray one over there too if you want a neutral one, but I just didn't bring it over here to show you. So let's show you inside one of these. This one here is Moo, this color. So many features in this bag. There's 2 pockets on the outside, big enough for your phone. If I wasn't talking to you through my phone, I'd put that in there to show you because I kind of have a big phone. Drawstring to pull it shut so nothing falls out. Big bag on the side, or pocket here on the long side, and then 2 smaller pockets here on either end there. Nice and deep, and even this you could attach your keys or your scissors or something like that. So these are really great. We have a few, some of them we only have one of the color, and we have them through March 7th. So let's feed some sheep from Mitchell Wool. That is absolutely shopping with a purpose. Okay, I told you what I'm wearing, which is turtle dove. So let's talk about what I'm making because I'm so excited. So yes, I finished my Barbary. I've worn it. You guys have all seen the steeking video of me cutting it. I've worn it many, many times already. It's amazing how many times I've fit it in. So, you know, I had to have something else. So when I left on Saturday, I think I saw this pattern on Saturday. Melissa mine has shown it. Maybe she showed it to me on Friday, to be fair. But, and by Saturday, I had my yarn picked out, and Saturday night I was casting on. So this is another pattern by Thea Coleman. I just love Thea Coleman. This one is Potato Vodka. She names it after her photo of her descendants here, where they actually are wearing something similar. And there are many color combos on Ravelry. We'll have a link to the yarn, and I'll show you mine and the yarn that we're using. And to me, it's also all about the buttons. I'm very excited about my buttons as well. And lots of color combos. So look at the color combos to make sure you kind of like where you're going with it, because there's some you can look at and go, oh, I like that. Or like, maybe that's not quite what I want. So I am using our friends Monos. Also, great way to shop with a purpose. Monos is a women's cooperative, sets up schools for the little towns that the women work in, have employment opportunities and upward mobility options. So here I'm going with my Monos. This is kind of a color outside of my usual color palette. Yes, I thought about doing green with my reddish orange, but I really wanted this red, I'm gonna call it red, to pop, and so I feel like it really does. So it is the funnest little stitch pattern here. And yes, I am using stitch markers literally every 4 rows. I may eventually memorize the chart, but not every 4 rows, every 4 stitches. But I wanted to make sure that I kept it in line. It's a very easy chart. So now that I'm rolling here, all I've got to do is kind of watch my little chart here that's there, and I'm really having a great time. So let me tell you a few things, and then I'll show you some other colors, because we got a whole new shipment. So as soon as I picked out mine, I went and ordered. I picked out some for Melissa. Hopefully she likes it, but she can change it. And ordered a whole bunch that Saturday afternoon, and yesterday they came. So I'm gonna show you. They're right here. But let me tell you a few things about how my pattern's going, and then I'll show you other combos. I'm using a very long cable because it's knit flat. So that's gonna let me try it on easier without having to move it over to tubing because it's not in the round. So that's been super helpful. But it was a lot of moving the stitches back, and then last night I was like, oh wait, we have the cable locks. So I have, let me see, get mine. I got my yarn coming out of 2 ends of the of a small O snap, and the whole thing is inside my billy. And my needles, because they are I'm going in the round, because I'm going flat, it's easy for this to stretch out in every different way in my box. So I have mine in my needle keeper, so that my needles are inside there. That's my stitch stopper. So I have these on there, the cables, so that my stitches will stay scrunched up close enough to the ends. I was like, that really works. It's really been fun to use. So all of this here, see, I've got them, I'm trying to have it so you can see. I have them here and here, so I'm now moving back this way. So my stitches will go back and forth between these, and it's like I'm using a smaller needle, a shorter needle. But I like having it on the longer needle right now because I can stretch them out, measure it, try it around me, all of that. So I wanted to show you that this needle keeper has been working really great for keeping those, especially when you're working flat, and these cable locks have been great for keeping things closer to the end. And then no shame at all in using stitch markers. Literally, look, I have them every 4 stitches because I just want to knit. I don't want to have to think about whether I'm off, because if I get off in this, you're going to tell if I've got a red stripe all of a sudden coming out of my tote there. So that's some of my oh, let me show you my buttons. My buttons. I don't really need to travel around with them in my project bag right now, but I'm so excited about them. And we're going to reorder these. So if any of you choose this same color, I'm going to use these here. We call them Red Mod. I had actually used these on my Gambit sweater, my green Gambit sweater, because I like mixing it up. But these are just so fun. I'm very excited about the buttons. All right, let me put those back before I forget and then stand up and step on one. That would not, they're sturdy, but you can't really step on them. All right, let's look at some colors for this potato vodka. So it's Monos, and it is Marla. This is Marla. And then this is Sammy. Oh, hey, Sarah. Thanks for watching. Sarah, I have you on my list to talk about when you can come back again. So Marla and Sammy, this is, I will say, slightly thinner yarn than the pattern calls for. So do your swatch, check your needles, see what you like, and then look very carefully at the measurements. But you know, I was determined to make that work. So this is the one I'm using here is Chili, and my other color is Driftwood. But they were putting colors together yesterday. We could do this all day long. Look at how pretty this would be if you wanted a spring version. This is Lotus, and you could do it, with Diwali. Put those two together. Or you could do Caramel with Lotus, but maybe you wanted a more traditional one. This is the one Melissa's likely doing, which I think she is, because I think she already wound it up and took it home last night, to be transparent. She's going to do coal and licorice together, which will look more like the traditional one in there. But maybe you want something even a little bit more traditional and not the maroons and turquoise in there. You could choose coal and dark moss together. That would be really nice. But look at this. Look at how you can mix this up. You could use spices with, you know, I would do this all day long with spirulina. Woohoo! Or spices, more traditional or just more classic look. Might be, is this cherry? Yeah, Bing cherry. And then there's blue options too. Oh, that one lost its tag. I have to find the tag. That you could put this unnamed blue one with jade, or even it would even go really pretty with the coal. So we could just do this, or fjord. So super fun. Lots of options. I'm expecting lots of vodka, potato vodka coming up. Vodka is made from potatoes, right? Is that maybe where all that comes from? So I've got a mess here that I'm going to clean up, but I see my sticker one more time. So let me say yet again, we are oh so happy that you are shopping indie in these times. It's something that really supports all these makers. I mean, we've got women from Bangladesh with the toys, and women in Uruguay and women in Norway, but also a sheep and a family in Michigan, and people in Texas and Detroit with the little pin. So, and us. So we're so grateful that you support us, and we're gonna share our little I Shopped Indie Today stickers with you in the coming days. Thank you very much.